Hey, what is going on, guys? It is Squiddan here. Welcome back to another Rocket League car design episode, and in today's episode, we do have the Ombre decal. Now, there is a lot of different cars that I don't know off the top of my head that use the Ombre decal, but the only three that I can know is tradable is the Fennec, the Paragon TT, and then the Mamba. Everything else, including this Octane, I'm not sure how to get it. I'm pretty sure it was in a rocket pass or something, but I'm going to be showcasing it on the Octane. But like I said, those three cars are the only Ombre decals that I know that are actually tradable. I'm sorry, but you know, I just wanted to put it on the Octane. Maybe I'll put it on the Fennec too. We'll see, but you know, for the most part, it is going to be on the Octane. But make sure to use code SPOILTDAN11 in the item shop, and if you guys have not hit that subscribe button, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below to get up to date on my newest Rocket League videos. Okay, so I actually ended up deciding to change it to the Fennec. It only makes sense because it is tradable. Now, like I said, if you do have it on any other car, it will work with the same design and everything like that. The only reason why I'm putting it on the Fennec now is because that's the only one that's tradable. I really can't remember where I got the Fennec Ombre decal. I'm pretty sure it was either from the item shop or a rocket pass, but either way, definitely I wanted to change it on the Fennec because, you know, like I said, that is the only tradable one. Use the same exact design if you want to use it for the Octane. Just keep in mind on that one. So let's get started with the first car design of the episode. Starting off, we do have the Lime Fennec for the blue side. And then for the orange side, it is the Orange Fennec. For the decal, for both sides, it is the Unpainted Ombre decal that can be used on all the cars that I basically said, or any others that I don't know of. For the colors, for the primary for the blue side, we do have a dark forest green with the accent as lime. And then for the primary for the orange side, we have a burnt sienna with the accent as orange. For the paint finish, both the blue and the orange side, we have the primary as pearlescent matte, and then the accent as anodized pearl. For the wheels, for the orange side, they are the orange visionary wheels. And then for the blue side, they are the lime visionary wheels. So this is the blue side, and if you guys know me by now, I absolutely love the visionary wheels. They're one of my favorite, cleanest wheels in the game, the most underrated. And for this Ombre decal, I definitely wanted to use this one. It was my first pick. Like, I immediately thought of these wheels when I first saw the Ombre decal. And I have that primer as a dark forest green with that pearlescent matte paint finish. And then I have the accent as lime with that anodized pearl. The reason why I have anodized pearl on here is, as you can see, the rims of the visionary wheels have like an anodized type style, so that's something that I really liked, and that's why I have it as pearlescent matte as the primary, so that it can blend in. As you can see, if you kind of just set it to like glossy or something, it kind of doesn't blend in as much and doesn't give it as much of a shine, so that's why I really wanted to do that. And then same for the orange side, we have that burnt sienna as a primary, which you could barely even see, but it makes that car a lot darker. And then the accent as anodized pearl to make it shine a little bit more, just like the visionary wheels. And like I said, if you change it to anything else, it really just, I don't know, it just doesn't look as good for me. I really like that pearlescent matte. For the boost, we are keeping it nice and clean with the ion painted orange for the orange side. And then for the blue side, it is the lime ion. No topper, no antenna, no glow explosion, but for the trail, we do have the Laser Wave 3 painted lime for the blue side. And then for the orange side, it is the Laser Wave 3 painted orange. So this is the orange side, and like I said, one thing that I really liked about these visionary wheels, I mean, other than the fact that they're super clean and one of my favorite wheels of all time, we have that primary as a burnt sienna, which you can barely even see because it's like a dark orange that really resembles that visionary wheel, with that pearlescent matte paint finish, with that accent as anodized pearl, with that bright orange. Just looks so good, matching these visionary wheels perfectly in my opinion. And then same for the blue side, we have that primary as a dark forest green, and then the accent as lime with the pearlescent matte and anodized pearl paint finish, which just makes it look so absolutely gorgeous in my opinion. So getting into the next car design, we do have the Fireplug wheels. And I know that's so weird to see this in like an Ombre car design episode, but I was messing around with the painted versions of the Ombre decal, and I absolutely love the way it looks with this Fireplug wheels. So starting off, we do have the titanium white Fennec for both sides. And then for the decal for both sides, it is the titanium white Ombre decal for whatever car you choose. And then for the colors for the primary for the blue side, we have a forest green with the accent as a darker forest green. And then for the primary for the orange side, we have a dark crimson with the accent as a little bit of a brighter crimson. For the paint finish, both the blue and the orange side and the primary and the accent, we do have Toon Glossy. And then for the wheels, for the orange side, they are the Fireplug wheels painted crimson. And then for the blue side, they are the Fireplug wheels painted forest green. So this is the blue side, and I know definitely a little interesting to say the least, but this Ombre decal painted titanium white resembles this Fireplug wheel perfectly in my opinion. As you can see, the majority of the titanium white take up the car design are from the painted titanium white Ombre decal, which looks amazing, and then that slight little dark forest green in there just makes it all come together in my opinion to really match these Fireplug wheels perfectly. And then same for the orange side, we have that dark crimson as the primary with the accent as a little bit of a brighter crimson to get that, like, you know, really nice colors of the Fireplug wheels. Now, I forgot to explain the Toon Glossy. The reason why I want a Toon Glossy is, as you can see on the rims of the Fireplug wheels, it's got that Toon Glossy type style, and that's something that I really liked, and I think it matches it so perfectly in my opinion. For the boost, for the orange side, it is the Super Magnabolt 3 painted crimson. And then for the blue side, it is the Super Magnabolt 3 painted forest green. The reason why I choose this boost is because it still gives that Toon Glossy type feeling, or that Toon Matte type feeling. No topper, no antenna, no gold explosion, but for the trail we have the Hack Swerve 3 painted forest green for the blue side, and then for the orange side it is the Crimson Hack Swerve 3. So this is the orange side, and like I said, I absolutely love the colors of the painted Ombre decal. I think it looks amazing to really match the Fireplug wheels perfectly. We have that dark crimson as the primary with the accent as a little bit of a brighter crimson. As you can see, it just blends into it so nicely. That is something you can only get on the Ombre decal, which I absolutely love, really matching these wheels. And then same for the blue side, we got that dark forest green as the primary with an accent as a darker forest green with that Toon Glossy paint finish to really match the Fireplug wheels amazingly. So getting into the next car design, we do have the Yamain wheels. Now this one is definitely a darker themed car design, and I absolutely love the look of it. As far as I'm aware, the Ombre decal is like the darkest decal in the game, so that's something that I went for and something that I really wanted to do. So starting off, we actually have the Black Fennec for both sides. Now, the Black Fennec was only available in the item shop for a short period of time, so if you don't have it, don't worry. This is what it looks like without the Black Fennec. This is what it looks like without. That's with it, and then that's without it. So it's really not too big of a difference, but it definitely still looks really nice. And then for the decal, it is the unpainted Ombre decal for both sides, and it's not on right now. Let me throw it on for both sides real quick, because all right, there we go. The Ombre decal unpainted for both sides. And then for the colors, for the primary for the blue side, we have a dark blue with the accent as black. And then for the primary for the orange side, we have a like gold, a dark gold with the accent as black. For the paint finish with the blue and the orange side, we have the primary as pearlescent matte, and then the accent as glossy. And then for the wheels, for the orange side, it is the Yamain wheels unpainted. And then for the blue side, it is the Yamain wheels painted black. Now, for this orange side, you definitely can use, if you really want to, you can use the black Yamain wheels for both sides. I just wanted to kind of throw in like a gold type style. If you want to use the black Yamain wheels, that also works just fine. The colors can stay the same and it looks just as good. But if you want kind of like a gold one, you can stay with the, you know, unpainted Yamain wheels. But this is the blue side, and the reason why I chose pearlescent matte is because I really like the way it blends into the accent color as black. Now, I know I've been using pearlescent matte a lot, and I think I use it one more time, to be honest with you. All right, no, I don't use it one more time, but I use pearlescent matte a lot, and it just looks so good. And the reason why I use the pearlescent matte is because it blends into that accent color as black to make the car as dark as possible. And then same for the orange side, we have that pearlescent matte as the paint finish for the primary because it just looks so good blending into the accent color of black. Now again, if you want to use something else like glossy for both sides, you definitely can. It just, you know, it's really up to you. I just want to get the car as dark as possible. And then for this orange side, for the accent, at least for both the accent for the blue and the orange side, you can use something else if you'd like. I kept it glossy because it just looked nice and clean with it. For the boost, for both sides, it is actually the black standard, keeping it nice and clean. No topper, no antenna, no gold explosion, but for the trail, we do have the black Hack Swerve 3 for both sides. So as you can see, this is definitely a little bit of a more try-hard and like dark car design. So this is the orange side, and like I said, I have that pearlescent matte as the primary to really blend into that accent color. That's just something that I really like. I want to get the car as dark as possible. And then same for the blue side, my favorite side though, because we have that primary as a dark blue with the accent as black with that pearlescent matte looks amazing with the black yaw main wheels. And again, for the orange side, if you want to have black yaw main wheels as well, if you don't want to buy like 2 different wheels, the black yaw mains work perfectly for this orange side as well. But if you like gold, this definitely also works as well. So yeah, getting into the last and final car design of the episode, we do have the black ice car design. And the reason why I'm throwing this in here is because maybe not some people know about it, people don't know about it all the time, but I actually never had a chance to do this design, which is very shocking to say the least, because it took Rocket League by storm. But maybe I can bring it back because I haven't seen it in like a year or so. So I thought, why not bring it back and also add a little bit of my own touch to it? And these aren't the exact colors or even the exact wheels. I actually changed the wheels entirely, and I'm pretty sure nobody used the same boost or the trail as me. But for the most part, it is, kind of different. But I wanted to kind of throw it back. Now the orange side, we're not going to talk about the orange side. No, we are, but it's not the greatest looking, but that's okay. So for the car, for the blue side, we have the unpainted Fennec. And then for the orange side, it is the titanium white Fennec. I know that looks gray, and I don't know why it looks gray. Rocket League, please fix your lighting, please. For the decal for both sides, it is the unpainted Ombre decal. And then for the colors for the primary for the blue side, we do have a dark blue with the accent as a sky blue. And then for the primary for the orange side, we have a dark purplish pink or reddish pink, and then the accent as white. For the paint finishes, both the blue and the orange side, we have the primary as sun damaged with the accent as stamped metal. For the wheels, for the orange side, it is the K2 wheels painted titanium white. And then for the blue side, it is the sky blue K2 wheels. So this is the blue side. And like I said, this is definitely like my own version of the black ice kind of car design. I don't really know how to describe it, but I think it looks pretty good. We have the primary as a little bit of a darker blue. I think they had it at like this blue, but me personally, I really like this darker blue. And then with the accent as sky blue, it just looks really good. I think that was like the normal. And then the paint finishes are exactly the same with the sun damage as the primary, and then the accent as stamped metal. And then for the orange side, this is where things get a little, iffy. This might not be the prettiest orange side I've ever done, but quite frankly, this design is definitely focused towards the blue side. But anyway, for this primary, we have a dark purplish red or pinkish red, which looks pretty good. And then with sun damage is the paint finish, and then the accent as white with stamp metal. Now the reason why I chose white as stamp metal is because I still wanted to kind of keep that like ice type feeling. Now I was thinking about doing like a sky blue, but that really doesn't match the K2 wheels. I was really aiming to match the inside part of the K2 wheels, like that crystallized area. I couldn't really do it though, even if I set it to like as bright of a sky blue as I could. So I just kept it at white. So I'm sorry about this orange side, okay? For the boost, for both sides, it is the frostbite boost for both sides, unpainted. And then no topper, no antenna, no gold explosion. But for the trail, we have the winter storm trail unpainted for both sides to really match that K2 treads perfectly. So this is the orange side, and I kind of want to skip this design entirely for the orange side, but we're not, because we like to go over things. So we have that primary as a dark pinkish red, and then the accent is white with that stamp metal. Again, I was really trying to like focus on the inside part of the snowflake or the crystal inside the K2 wheels, but I tried my hardest. But for this blue side is definitely the main side. Again, if you want to have this accent as a little bit of a lighter blue, you definitely can. I just really like the darker blue a tiny bit. But we have the sun damage as the primary with the accent as sky blue to definitely match that, inside part of the K2 wheels. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. I'll see you guys in the next episode.